Zuko here.
Only shooting stars break the mold.
Hello everybody and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian and today I'm playing with Firelord Zuko. Zuko is a firebending commander that grows all your creatures whenever you cast a spell from exile or have a permanent enter from exile. This works with a lot of different abilities, which means that this deck can be taken in a lot of different directions. Whether you're playing lots of adventure spells or you're using impulse draws, there's lots of ways to put things in exile, then cast them, as well as lots of cards that reward you for having extra power in the form of +1/+1 counters. In this deck, I'm running a mix of things that play from exile from my deck and play exile from my opponent's deck. Even ways to get things into play for a little bit less mana, or blink my own permanents, because blinking things causes them to enter from exile, though it will reset any +1/+1 counters. Whether I'm discovering, cascading, blinking an end step, warping, or just, heisting, I have a ton of different ways to trigger Firelord Zuko, and because the more he puts counters on himself, the more mana he makes when he attacks in, since he has Firebending X, I also have a couple spells that I can use at instant speed to burn up some of that mana and get in a big swing. So let's take Firelord Zuko into the queue and start growing our creatures with the power of exile. Tooff, the first metal bender, is going to be earth-bending artifacts and lands because all of their artifacts are lands. They're non-token lands, at least. That makes this a pretty nice hand because I have an Abrade, which means I can destroy something. Though if it's been, metal bent or earth bent, it will just be coming back. I can still hit it first, like, they target it, I get rid of it. But this is a really good way to get repeatable enter effects on certain artifacts. Wow, and I get a Ragavan? Dang, I'm a lucky gal, huh? Ragavan's great. It is double synergy with Zuko. We love casting from exile. Ooh, leather armor. Voyager Quick Welder. I could cast this. I think it's more important to kill Toph using the Abrade or the Murderous Rider on the turn she comes out. They did ramp. They have Ironcrag here. All they need is a red source. And if they don't do anything, I can always destroy the Ironcrag. I'm just saving this for her here because it's like, they're a green deck. They know how to ramp. Ramp is real and it can hurt you. Buried Ruin. Going for Zuko there doesn't work that well because this triggers an end step. It's hard to interrupt. Thankfully, does die to a bolt. Still no red. Elsewhere Flask. Ooh, that actually can give them red mana, and it's also like a cute thing to earthbend, since if it dies after it becomes a 2/2, they'll get to draw a card. That also can fix mana. I will go for destroying the Ironcrag. Use my mana. Yeah, no Toph this turn. I'll take it. This, by the way, I like that they're matching their avatar. This is one of the cards that I think is incredibly powerful from this set, but it is also really complicated. This is a card that has so many strange synergies between lands and artifacts that getting it to work at its absolute best is going to be a challenge for pretty much any brewer. It's not just me that's like, I wonder what to do with this. I have been talking to so many people that are just struggling because it draws you in so many different directions, just like Zuko. Zuko, he's got this firebending mana. He's got +1/+1 counters. He's casting from exile. He has things that blink. All of these work really well with Zuko. There's transforming cards that exile in return, and they all work with him. So how do you focus on it? Same thing with Toph. Like, to enter the battlefield artifacts, do you just go with landfall ramp? Do you have ways to give these mana abilities? Because there's ways to do that. How do you best use this card? Well, I guess they're going to armor her up and animate the Elsewhere Flask. Nice, okay. She now has a little bit of ward. I get a free mana if I do this. Not that I'm using all my mana. Yeah. I'll swing in with Zuko. And use 1 mana. And then a little bit more for the ward. Yay! Look, I can pay ward costs. This is also cute because, like, they can sacrifice it to draw on demand. So they might actually go for, like, a chump block here if they don't have anything else they're doing in hand. Yeah, chump block, sacrifice, and it comes back. RSN's ability? Did you guys see where it said RSN on there? Whack. Yeah, if you have something like Pock in play, you can use it to double your artifacts once a turn, or double an artifact that enters. There's really weird synergy with Tooff. They, again, do have the ability to fix their mana. Ooh, Brass's Tunnel Grinder. Do you pay the 1? They do. They're going to be discarding and drawing if they discard a permanent. Oh, multiple permanents. They will descend. If this descends a couple turns in a row, it turns into this really cool Discover card, which does actually work with Zuko because Discovering casts from exile, just like Cascade. Sweet. I want to buff pre-combat, and trying to think of the best way for me to do this since I'm not planning on using the firebending mana for much. I want the black-red land. Now I'll go for this. Murderous Roida. Get them all chunked up. I should have done this in the other order. This may actually have what I can use the mana on. Let's find out. What do you got? Any creatures? No creatures. All right. No firebending allowed. Maybe I'll hit an instant speed thing or thing with Flash Off Ragavan. I did not. Activate artifact spells or abilities. Exile things. Oh my god, this is... Yeah, no, this is too much text. I see a Mindslaver. Mindslaver is very scary with Toph. It is a lot of mana to use, but it is a way to actually take infinite turns. I love when friends are fighting. This, by the way, is like they're working together at this point. This is the Endgame Zuko and Toph. At this point, I mean, Zuko's straight up hanging out with Aang. Look, he's been sworn in as Fire Lord. He's a good boy. Semblance Anvil. Going to discount their cards. But are you going to pay the 2? They're not. Ooh, Hasty Creature, Soul Scale Gnome. Moxites, Mindslavers, and Cloud Keys. Since they put Hope of Girapur under there, it's going to be discounting both artifacts and creatures, like their commander. But I don't think it's going to matter. I don't think that they'll have enough mana to even cast a board wipe if they got one. This is them having life-changing bonding. Oh, Champion's Helm. I forgot they put that in Arena. All right, they're saying good game. Yay, good game. Thank you for playing a new commander. Go in. Get huge. I don't even need all that mana, Zuko. But I appreciate that you put it there. It's cool of you. GG Toph. Firelord Azula. Oh, Sleeping Wisp. That is somebody who's in my chat. Sleeping Wisp, get out of here. I'm playing against you. And I have a duel between brother and sister. Which, I mean, Azula's got the stronger card. Let's be real here. She's got the better card. This is cool. This is better, especially when everything can be cast at instant speed, which means it can be doubled. Gonna pop that down there. I can try to steal something good from them. That's always a good choice. Do love stealing. I'll drop the you find some prisoners. Actually, maybe Embercleave. Yeah, Embercleave I don't think will be doing too much. All right, Doomfall, demand answers, and outrageous robbery. Hey, I have that in this deck. That's sorcery speed. It's a great use of firebending mana to steal into stealing. But Doomfall can get rid of Azula, but Azula's probably gonna have haste. Okay, I'll still take it. You think I like stealing too much? No, I like stealing a normal amount. I like playing Magic the Gathering. I think it's a really fun game. So remember, they can flash out anything. Mizium Mortars at instant speed. Okay. Yeah, they can also flash out Azula to give her, like, pseudo haste. Also just blocking with a surprise 4/4. I would like to goad them into attacking here. Alright, into flashing out and blocking. Okay, Ashling? Assume you block. I have the Iganjo, or I can do this. Heartflame Duelist, followed by the first strike. Take it out. Sorry, I know fear. Fear thy name is Sister Azula. Ooh, more first strike. Ooh, more crime. Have we done Azula always steals this deck? Yeah, it was the first deck I did with this set. Big score. Doing it at sorcery speed so you can grab lands. Still 3 mana up. Lootmonger in. I'd like to keep this as removal. I'm going to play the Heartflame Duelist and Rahilda. Not playing a land this turn. Yeah. Knowing what you're about when you're playing Magic the Gathering is really important. Oh my god, checking out the new lands. What do these do? Alright, there's now enough mana to flash out Azula. I'll name human. Noble actually works pretty well in this deck. I will swing in with a Lootmonger and a Duelist. She does not come out. I'd like to see what you have in your hand. Probably not many creatures. Notion Thief. Oh, that's actually pretty sweet for me. Because I can now use 4 mana to turn into that. Expansion, Explosion, and Flame of Anor. Okay. Hi, Azula. In response to me trying to kill her, they can still cast all these spells. So I start blasting. They could Flame of Anor and like double it. Ooh, Stormkiln Artist first. Equals 2 Stormkiln Artist. Remember, everything gets flashed, everything gets doubled. But now they only have 2 mana. Something cute about expansion is you can actually copy your opponent's spells on it too. So this is not a wizard, it's a shaman. They're just going for card draw. No, I'm fine. See? I'm fine, chat. Fine-ish. I mean, I'm not doing great. But I'm doing something. Yeah, I'm doing something. The double storm kiln is pretty rough for me. They could expansion this. Okay, they're not. Hello, yes. You gonna let that die? Flash out Notion Thief. Again, I don't have much card draw in this deck. I have a lot of things that kind of look like card draw, but aren't card draw. Oh, a puppy dog. Oh, it's tricky. The case is the place. Prismatic Vista, they're paying a life. And I assume flashing out the Notion Thief, since they have those treasures. Or saving those for Azula in a turn or two. I'm so glad Scraps is here. She just really wants to be a part of this. Because you're the best, honey bun. Just a 4/4, Amy. You got this. Just a 4/4. So we spread the love as much as we can. Nah, we put it all on Lelia. Make her kind of nasty to deal with. Soul Shatter. Okay. Dang, there goes my buff. There goes my rad buff. Okay, so they still have enough mana to flash out Azula. But it would take all but one treasure. Yeah, we go in. We go in. I, like, can't defend myself against them. Oh, they're going for a big explosion. 2 damage in. And I'm chilling. Been chilling. Scraps looks like the size of a tiger because of perspective. Yeah, she sits directly in front of the camera. It's so cute. An artifact! I know how to destroy those. That is, in fact, a thing I can do. But since they can play everything at instant speed, like, they can still flash out Azula or something in response, but... make them do it. Would Roaming Throne make an additional copy of the spells Azula copies? Yes. Her ability is a triggered ability, which would actually get doubled by Roaming Throne. You can even get doubled Roaming Thrones if you cast them during combat with Leyline of Anticipation. Oof, okay. Invoke Calamity so they can get 2 kill spells, or exile spells, or 1 kill spell, and... ooh, I think Prismari Command's actually their best, because it does 2 things. Yeah. Prismari Command, and then... Any of the other ones will just kill it, unless you want card advantage. Nope. Oh, expanding it. Yeah, that's great. Okay. I need lightning bolt. Hello. Zuko here. Help. Let me just give my cat a little treat. Cat, you want a little treat? Yum, 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 yum. If I attack in here, Azula straight up bodies me. This may be the end. The incredible, flashy Azula. Now, how many things are gonna get copied here? How doomed, damned, and disastered am I? Probably pretty bad, huh? Oh, she got her treat. Now she's leaving. Uh-oh. He's being electrolyzed! No! It's okay, I'm not dead yet. Until the extra turns happen. If they happen. And they can happen. I did pay the cat. I paid her in a treat. Thank you, Scraps, for being on the stream. She's so sweet. I probably should have been brushing her. Okay, well, maybe they'll have a lightning bolt. Grenzo! Do some crime! I love that the, like, cast from exile archetype works so well for... Damn, I'm just so good at magic, aren't I? I'm just so good at magic. Yeah. So good. Thanks, Grenzo. Cloud Midgar Mercenary. He's going to be fetching equipment, casting those equipment, and doubling the triggers from them. And I actually have a little bit of artifact removal in this hand, so this is going to be a keep. Aw, Norin. Norin's very cute here. I'm going to start with this Esper Sentinel, because I feel like they're going to cast some non-creature spells, like equipment. This is just like a fun way for me to get additional triggers. And also, like, I can actually put, like, Zuko away into exile and recast him using Norin. Hi, Cloud. Ooh, an itty-bitty jitty. Yeah, okay. We're chilling. We're vibing. Do you pay the one? They do. Do you go to equip Cloud? I can actually let them swing first to kind of like goad them into it. Yeah, because that's on combat damage. Let's do that. I'm going to destroy target artifact. And trade. Surveilling. Wooded foothills. Yes, I could use a land. Here's Norin. Norin's cute. I wish we had Norin the Wary, because he would actually work really well in this deck. He'd be like, oh, dang, somebody did a thing? Zap. He'd just disappear and come back, triggering Zuko. Open the armory. They're going to search for another equipment. I wonder if they're going to go for one of the protection equipment. Like protection from... I'm trying to think of the best sword that's protection from in these colors. They're gonna go with fire and ice. Yeah, that hits the red. I'm going to swing in with Norin. If they block, put him in exile to recast later. They did not block, so I am going to go for Chandra killing the Lion Sash. While I still can. Do I want to get more fixing? I think I'm good on black mana. Because I have white removal here. And next turn, potentially, I could go for, like, Soul Scale Gnome. Yeah, Norin the Wary is not a card in Arena, but one of my friends actually runs a Norin the Wary mono red chaos deck where it's just like, hey, I cast a spell, Norin disappears. Something weird happens, Norin comes back. Okay, they did not... I wonder if they have like a Wanderer here. Well, that's no problem to me. Getting out Zuko would be cool. But I genuinely do not know what they have. I feel like it could be a Wandering Emperor. It's not. All right, we discovered 3. 1. A Braid. I'll put that in my hand. I don't want to kill my own creatures. That was a really good card to hit, though. Aw, Resto Angel. Restoration Angel, easily going to obliterate Chandra, or Sword of Fire and Ice, throw it on her, hit my face, and then kill the Chandra with the 2 damage.
We're done here.
Nice. Yeah. Zuko! Probably hitting that sword. What do we got? Oh, Brave Expectations. Yes, I want to heist. Every day do I want to heist. We cast a spell from exile. We're going to get a duplicate of my hand. Yes. Voice of Victory, Stoneforge Mystic, and Robe of Stars. I do actually have equipment in my deck. Do I just play this now? And just let the Resto Angel do her thing. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Nice. Thank you, Soul Scale Gnome. You're a very cool card. This is a digital lonely card, but it works really well with, like, Firelord Zuko or Kentorius. They're all good. All right, so Sword of Forge and Frontier gives them protection from everything in play, except for, I guess, the Voice of Victory. But they're gonna go for my face instead. That puts 2 cards in exile. They can play an additional land this turn. They're going to draw a card and get to deal 2 damage to any target. My face. 5 is not 0, though. So what do you got? Aw, Fortuna. I like that they have so many ways to blink Cloud to get more equipment. Alchemy moment, for real. Alchemy moment. I imagine they have a kill spell, and since I have the Voice of Victory, they have to do it now. Hello. March. Okay, so they're going to hit Zuko. That leaves me with 9, 10, 11, 12. How do I make that lethal? I make it lethal by going Voice of Victory, get losting the Voice of Victory, and then hoping that there's not 2 lands in a row on top of my deck. Perfect. Lands, am I right? Yeah, totally. Perfect. Just needed there to be 1 non-creature in the top 2 cards, and it got me there. GG Cloud. Torarch Dread Cantor is going to grow as your opponent's discard and can make them discard cards at random. It's him, to Torarch. I have something that actually benefits me when I discard here, Inti. Brunhilde, Rahilda. Wow, we have some very nice 2-drops in this hand. And I also have a little bit of removal for Torarch eventually. I'm not gonna bluff having anything here. Just give me Surveil. Thank you. Better Triumph. A cheaper removal, I'll take it. Blood Chief's Ascension! That card's complicated. I don't want to think about it. Do I think they're gonna make me discard this next turn? Maybe. It's like, ideally, I'd actually like to play Rahilda there. But because I feel like they might have discard. Alright, so they had Did a kill spell. One Zuko, please. It's fine. I want to cast things from exile anyway. Seeker's Folly. I'm going to drop the Baleful Mastery and Bitter Triumph. Removal, who needs it? Start with the Brynhilde. Try and hit like a land on it or something. Ooh, just Steppy! I can play that next turn if this is still alive, and I'm very into that. Brynhilde? Or, right now! Bop! Thanks, fire stuff. I was thinking like, oh, I could save it to hit Torarch. Or I could just be aggressive. Torarch won't be good for blocking. It's protection from white, so it can block Zuko freely. Tony Bones! Followed by Bandit's Talent. Okay, I discard one card because that's the only thing I got. And it goes into exile where they can then cast it. Do I want to attack with this or try to get something out of you? Get big. Get angry. Get huge! Deal damage. Win? Win! Old Stick Fingers. We already know what this guy's doing, and it's putting 2 cards, Arden and Ulamog, in exile, and then cheating them into play. Good news, I have not 1, but 2 different pieces of, well, graveyard hate in this hand. So when Old Stick Fingers gets cast and put those into exile, hopefully I can get them out. There's also like a small chance that this is not that kind of Stick Fingers deck, but it's pretty much always that kind of Stick Fingers deck. Like always, always. Oh, they're ramping. Yep, because they need 4 mana for this. What you got for 1 mana? Hello, yes. 1 theater. Monkey! I don't really want to play the Emperor of Bones yet. And getting a 1-drop here seems pretty good to me. Ragavan! Yeah, oftentimes this deck is full of discard spells and reanimation spells to like force your opponents to drop their goodies. Also sometimes some filter and preventing of counter spells. Okay, so they dropped the Arden there, but they didn't have a reanimate, which gives me a window. I'm gonna go for Emperor of Bones. I'm gonna put full control mode on, just in case I need to do something else with this. I don't think so. Okay, great. I don't plan on attacking with it this turn. I'm just gonna let it, like, fester there. Hey. What's up? If you had black mana up there, you know what I would have done instead? Bogger Trawler. It's gone. Yeah, welcome to Mr. Bones' Wild Ride. Collective Brutality. Sure. He has a finality counter. They don't bounce in these colors. Oh, there he goes. And I kept Mr. Bones. Zuko actually works with Emperor of Bones' ability, which is really cool. But I don't really feel like I want to play him yet. I want to sort up. I know they're mad. Oh, yeah. I mean, they set up one part of the combo and couldn't finish it. Monkey. Okay, Axivar. You can't warp from exile, so that's just gonna chill there. I'm gonna grab another duel. Triome, actually, that works. Great. They probably have a piece of reanimation for when they get the Ulamog, but they're also, like, did not get another land here. And, the Ulamog will get 8+1/+1 counters. It just won't have haste. Aww, Bogchamp. I'm gonna grab that anyway and bring it back. Get ready for synergy! Actually, can I target it? It has the sort of protection from red, so I don't think I can. That's okay. If I play a land from that, I'll get those. Yay! Exile their graveyard! And by doing that, we unleash the monkey! This is just getting me more counters on things. Remember how I said, that I think this might be the best card in this deck? That's why. Not only is it graveyard hate, whenever you get a card out from it, it triggers itself again if Zuko's out. This card's good on its own and just so fun with the Zuko. What do you got? Nothing. Great. And we win! Doesn't matter. Even if you reanimated Ulamog, we're definitely getting there. Wan Shi Tong Librarian has flash, can come in and start growing whenever I search. And I do have some searches in this deck. They're going to be drawing a card and getting a counter whenever I use one of those. So I'll probably want to use this early, like this turn, before they can even play Wan Shi Tong. And because I do want to actually have permanents in play and not have them all be countered, there we go. Giant Killer. It's in play. If this gets stifled, that's a bummer. And we surveil. Sunbillow Verge. With this hand, I don't actually mind getting a little bit more land. And if this came out on this turn, it would just be a 1/1. Giant Killer. Zuko. I don't have to worry about mana drain anymore. Censor, that's fine. It's just a regular counter spell. God, finally, just actual counter spells. Now they can do X equals 1, which would come in as a 2/2, but not draw them a card. Yeah, come in as a 2/2, but not draw them a card. I do have instant speed removal, if that is the case. We swing in. Alright, they ain't going for it. I will try to play Chaos Wand. Yeah, any card like this that has flash is going to be a huge problem. I would say the one saving grace in this game against them is that I went first. And you're thinking like, oh, that shouldn't make that much of a difference. It does. When these mono blue tempo decks, Tameo, Malcolm, Wan Shi Tong go first, they get to that critical mana point early enough that it is just, oh yeah, there they go. I'm very happy I have a Chaos Wand. I have Chaos Wand in this deck because it hits two things for Zuko. The first of which being the funniest part, which is, well, I have to use my firebending mana somehow. And the second one is a cast from exile. What do you want? Blink of an eye! Get over here. No, you don't. Come on, counterspell, counterspells. Unsubstantiate. Yeah! Yeah! Get out of here! Hello, I am once again hoping to steal from you. Put it on the stack. Put it on the stack, I dares ya. I wonder if they have Like a spell pierce or something. Stifled! Okay, yeah, fair. I don't have a white card, so I can't evoke this. Oh, Mystic Sanctuary. They can grab one of these spells and put it back on top of the deck. None of these, I would say, are huge for, like, definitely need to bring them back. You're going with Unsubstantiate? Yeah, that can mess the stack up. It can also unsteal a stolen card. Hello, Wan Shi Tong yet? How are you not playing Wan Shi Tong, dude? I would not be able to resist. Hilda! Hello, yes, one Rahilda, please. They're a wand hater, but they let another Widow Critter resolve. I'm not a control player. Me? No, I'm really not. Alright, so Wan Shi Tong is going to enter. I don't have a way to stop it on the stack. I'm pretty sure that they will have ways to counter. But do you have another Stifle? This is a discard ability. We activate, we discard. We kill Wan Shi Tong! But they will still get to draw a card. Unsubstantiate, even. Activated ability shenanigans. The best sort! Ooh, they bolted that in. They're turning Rahilda into a simple artifact creature. Mm-hmm. She still wants... She craves violence. Yes, she craves violence so badly. Chaos Wand. Back in my hand. Good old tempo. Chaos Wand! Aw, dang it. Yeah, right now, Giant Killer, I told you, like, I'm just throwing this down on turn 1. I just needed a creature. Okay, so they did not get the offspring for this. So this is just one creature. It got them a consult with star charts. That's a really great way to dig. I would like to try to get a tiny piece of removal through. Up, up. Wonderful. Giant Killer! You know what to do! You gonna flash out Wan Shi Tong? No? Oh, okay. Zuko? Yay! Zuko's in play! They're kicking it, consulting the star charts. Brazen Borrower, Zuko back in hand, and they can get a 3/1 Flash Flyer. The good news is he only costs 3 if I'm casting him from my hand, which is a lot, like, less frustrating. Oh, it's nighttime! Doesn't matter. There's no abilities on the card. Hello, yes, one Zuko, please. They want to put it on top of my deck. Okay, I'll put it in the command zone. Counterspell. Actual factual counterspell. They now have board presence, and strong board presence at that. They're going to be dealing 6 damage in the air each turn if they bring out this Borrower. Oof. Ow. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lelia it is. Trying to get them to use some of these cards from their hand, like the ones that I know about. Children. what's it gonna be? Put something back into my hand? Yep. They unsubstantiated my Shelly. And now they're gonna have me shuffle to move the Lelia away. I think that's pretty good for them. Grab another black source. So annoying. Yes, mono blue tempo decks are in fact one of the most annoying decks to play against, especially when there is card draw in the command zone as well as a flashy, vigilant little flyer. By the way, if you force your opponent to search with something like Field of Ruin, it still does trigger Wan Shi Tong. It's just whenever an opponent searches, it doesn't matter if they're the ones who controlled the ability for it. Hello, I am once again requesting your blood upon my knife! Please? Please? I don't want them having another potential blocker, so I'm just going to kill that. I was going to save that for Wan Shi Tong. Let me in! Are you pondering what I'm pondering? It's, yeah, is there a counterspell in the top 3 cards of my deck? Hey, look who showed up again! Lelia! I feel like they're just going to be able to kill me in the air if I don't leave back Giant Killer to tap, though. Oh, that's even worse for me. Oof, and they can copy this off that. They have enough mana. Yep. That's rough. I will play this, but not equip an attack, because I need these as blockers, and I need this. Sorry, Rahilda. You did wonderful for me. But they have that. Alright, I guess I can see what I get off the top part of the cards. Oh, no, never mind. I have a Flood Pits Drowner. Yeah, get him! And unfortunately, that's going to be GG. I was able to get some things going, but once they start looping counter spells and things like that, there's not much I can do. Especially when, like, you know, most of my creatures are kind of 1-for-1s. Okay, they GG'd and they're holding priority, so I'm gonna leave. Oh, they were probably mathing how big to make Wan Shi Tong. The answer? Too big. Desecrex, Gift of Servitude, which is, I believe, Carnage. I have not actually seen this spell played much in Brawl. I think that it's a good card, but a tricky card, one that's difficult to use. It's going to be reanimating small creatures and forcing them to attack, then killing them. I wonder if you bring back things with just strong enter the battlefield abilities or what. I really don't know. Anyway, they bolted my Ragavan, which is the appropriate response to seeing a Ragavan on turn 1. And a Ragavan? Hold up. Yeah. I mean, they have Desecrex, which can bring it back in a turn, but no mo monkey. No mo monkey, no mo monkey business. Kamishal or Zuko. I'm gonna go for Kamishal. So Kamishal is in this deck. This is a fair Ragavan card because it has this fire breathing ability, which is just... It is an excuse to use the firebending mana. Oh, speaking of ways to use firebending mana, that's also why Embercleave is in this deck. We're playing the Kellen. That's an adventure that can tutor because, well, It tutors for this, and you can then play it from exile. Anyway, we have the firebending mana. We can use it with the Embercleave, and then bim bam bomb. That's a good way to use the mana. So what do you hit here? The only card I can actually cast right here is Embercleave. They don't care. They hit Chandra. I wonder if they have a way to kill Zuko. Also, my cat is joining us now because she wanted to hop up on the desk. She wants treats. She wants attention. She wants pats on her little head. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I could also use it for this. Killing the bat. No, I gotta believe in the cleave, chat. Gotta believe in the cleave. This will bring this out, even though I was about to say, like, they're probably killing Zuko. Zuko is dead. But Embercleave is now in play, which means I can re-equip it for just 3 mana. If I'll ever get there. Ooh, Lelia. I love Lelia in this deck. Grave Expectations could be nice to hinder this, but I could also use it to steal. And right now I am having a problem of I don't have things. I think you play this pre-combat. Oh no, it doesn't give things haste. It gets haste though. Yeah, I can stop the Ragavan. The Ragavan only hits me once and then it goes away. I think I'm hitting a Lelia here. Hello, Mr. Monkey. Alright, Soul Scale Gnome. I could play that, but it wouldn't be a great attack in, but it would allow me to block the Ragavan. Because they're just double block. I'll block the Ragavan. And hope to survive long enough to get to Embercleave on the Soul Scale Gnome. That would be so sweet. Slasher, who cares? Alright, let's do this. This is all about how deep I can go. Casting spells from exile. Here we go. Kablowie. I discover. Ooh, Teysa. Nice. Okay, great first hit. Gets another copy in my hand. Gonna get me a blocker in the air. Okay, we hit again. No problem. I will ephemerate the Teysa, since she hasn't entered the battlefield ability. I am going to ephemerate the Teysa. I could also do this on the gnome, but I want to just keep this as it is. And pass the turn. New system update is available. Can it not be? Teysa's wiggling so hard. It's my favorite quality of hers. It's her wiggles. We end the turn, and I am choosing not to exile her. Though, if we have her exile in return, she does trigger Zuko. Uh-oh, something big is in hand. Grief! Do I need to gain the life here? I'd rather heist, but I think I should actually go for the gain the life. Lelia, Ragavan, Lightning Bolt. Perfect. Oh, everybody's coming in. I will block Desecrex, the Slasher, and the Bap. I feel like blocking the Sinkhole Surveyor. With this, I take 6. Ah, it's not lethal. Make it 7. Drop that too. Somebody is asking why Aang doesn't just kill people with his airbending, taking the air out of their lungs. It's because he's a nice person. He's a good boy. Just like Scraps. Who's a good kitty. Oh, also we won. Sammy Wildcat Captain is going to be playing artifacts that then, you know, discount more artifacts. Once he's in play, or they're in play, and you have to play a lot of ramp to get there since they cost 6 mana, you start casting things for free, including, well, Eldrazi. Yeah, you can cast pretty much anything for free off this. It's very scary. Very, very scary. I have some really nice cards here. I have a Johnny for aggro, Party Thrasher for filtering and casting things from exile. I'll probably go a Johnny into Party Thrasher into Zuko. I think that's a good lineup here. What's going on here? Oh, I don't know why it put a stop on my first main. Hi, Sammy. Oh, that is in fact an artifact. Yeah, the Party Thrasher will be better if I already have, like, the ability to play a land or whatever I get from it with Zuko in play, so I can go super wide. Hidden Grotto, Guardian Idol. Oof. Party Thrasher. A theater. Ooh, monkey. I do love my little aggro buddies. I love climbing that aggro crag. And since I know what's on top of my deck, I will absolutely be dropping the land here to put this and whatever else is under it into exile. Spare supplies. Surprise! Still 2 mana left. You got another 2 mana rock? An egg. So these are all just like cantripping and adding to the affinity count. Oh, no, wait. I do this after I draw. That's still fine. Bloodstained Mire. Probably get a land. Ooh, a Shuldred and a Grenzo. Both of which are creatures, which means I can't cast them with these. I have choices here between what I can do. I could actually flip this. Or I could go Zuko Monkey. Ook, ook. Go wide. Sometimes you whiff on Party Thrasher. It happens. Yeah, I forgot that this is at the beginning of first main, not in your upkeep. So you get to draw and, like, see what you're drawing first. Okay, there's another artifact land. They are 1 mana short. I think next turn they could play Sammy. And then Storm off. Yeah, Sammy Storm can get crazy. Yes, they absolutely can play it next turn. I will discard... Axavar is going to be too slow for me. Pull a land. We are going to pump the team. Yeah, pump the team. Go to combat. See what I hit on Ragavan. And then I should have lethal on a Johnny, killing him with this. Okay, an Elsewhere Flask. Or killing a Johnny's brother. There we go.
You and I are gonna take him out.
Oh no, my brother! Which I'm the one who is killing. I guess it's off by 1 for this. Yeah, off by 1. And I'll just bring this in here. Party Thrasher lets me convoke it. Yay, chunk up! Chunk. That would be very helpful. So, they can actually win this turn. Sammy is explosive in a way that's very hard to deal with. So they have 5 different artifacts still, which means that all of their cards are discounted by 5. There are ways for them to draw off of playing artifacts, playing off the top. This is exiling to get 2 more. And, yeah, you know, I'm going to crack open this Elsewhere flask just so it stops holding priority and see if they win on this turn. Because, like, it's just a matter of how deep they go. And they can... It's kind of like a Paradox Engine deck where it can brick, but it's not super likely to brick because of the amount of manipulation of their top deck they have. Like, they had all of that in hand. Also, it looks like I'm not going to have anything. That's rough. What do you do? Oh, draws them a card. I guess I could just, like, fast forward through to that. Yeah, isn't it crazy? You can bring them the 1 and it doesn't matter. I probably should have counted out the damage with or without the flips. No, I think I had maximized the damage that turn. The only thing that potentially could have been different is if I Elsewhere flasked and drew a 1-drop creature, like a Esper Sentinel or something. You hate this Ugin? Yeah, same. Yeah, so everything I've done has been undone. They still have 4 life. And they have a Panharmonicon, which is going to double the draws. Drix Interlacer can be cracked open currently to get 3, but soon to be 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. They haven't even used Harnfell yet. I would say that, yeah, that's how it is. And since they're out of bolting range, what am I to do? What am I to do? Die, that's what I'm to do. Goodbye, Sammy. I got close, but no cigar. Combustion Man. I really wish I had another, or a red source in this hand. This is actually a really good uncommon. Combustion Man, or, Sparky Boom Man. Ooh, do I need to double mulligan? I think I do. Great, I'll keep this and drop the Battlefield Forge. This is a card that it's kind of got like this wild burn ability where if it gets to attack, it's going to be burning your opponent in the face because you're almost never going to choose to let them destroy your permanents. And it can even hit lands. It's just, hey, yeah, I'm going to burn you in the face or I destroy your thing. What's it going to be? No right answers. Dang, I was really like hoping I would get Norn and be able to like keep putting that back into my hand. I guess I'll just hold a pile of removal then. Orb? Okay. Big ol' orb. Okay, Brynhilda. I'm excited to see somebody play this as commander. Because it's a big red. Let's see. Rising of the Day, yeah, haste enablers are important for him. Zuko! He's just a little guy. He's just a little guy. Cemetery Gatekeeper. There are creatures or lands. So now whenever a player plays a land, this is going to deal 2 damage to them. And by the way, this is symmetrical. Ooh, that is a crime! I will lose the life. 4 more. Okay, cool. The chainsaw grows. Baby Zuko. I should probably keep that for, you know, smashing things. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Garblins. I think I can afford one more. Lose a life. Yeah, nice. Or do I want to go for the Brynhildr? Nah. Yeah, the things I have to do at instant speed here are not very good. Please stop. Oh, did you see Zhao? Oh my god, yeah. The general's in the graveyard. Gut. Gut can turn chainsaws or treasures into 4/1 skeletons. Which is absurd, by the way. Yeah, I'll take 4. Yeah, I'll suffer. Burst lightning. Rip Zuko. Killing it. Dog. 1 isn't 0. Like, it's bad, but it's not 0. I can clear out the skeleton. I can giant killer combustion man. And I can play a Whittle Lifelinker. Or a Giant Killer. I think the Lifelinker is going to be more helpful. Go! Whittle Wifewinker! Gut should have a non-skeleton clause. Yes. It could specifically even say, like, Goblin. I have multiple ways to kill myself at instant speed. Wow! Incredible! What talent! I have a good Whittle Buppy. I think I might actually be able to stabilize here. Yeah, like, I don't want to reset their chainsaw because it hits the dog. Once they get, like, a haste enabler, that's gonna be tough. There's the haste enabler. But there's a Baleful Mastery, or Giant Killer for the tap in response to them trying to equip. Doesn't really matter what I blink here. I'll hit the Greaves. I'd like to leave both of these up. Go for the Exile. Cool. In a case there was like another cheap creature, I want to be ready to tap. And we're good. It's going to be lethal next turn. GG. Hey, bye. Forest Guardian. This is a 5-color Shrines commander. And I feel that Hey Bye is not as consistent or powerful as Goshentai of Life's Origin. But that doesn't make it bad, because Shrines are rad. They have some early ramp here off Birds of Paradise. And when this enters, they'll get a Shrine. Great. It also has this ability to make these spirit tokens, which if you have like the white shrine that's from the Avatar set, you can make them very strong. My Boys of Paradise. You got 3 mana. Chronicler of Worship. That is going to look for a shrine in the top cards. It looks like it whiffed. And by the way, they might not have every shrine in their deck. It's the sort of thing that's like not actually necessary. Need a Pirate Trawler. I wanted to make sure this would hit. It's worth a land to me. Dang. I think Heibai is more fun. And you could even play like a bunch of the enchantments that blink things. Really rad synergy there. Oh, Kitten, so these each tap for 2 instead of 1. I don't like that. Hey, bye! They got the Southern Air Temple. Put it into play. Yeah, it's nice that it just, like, cheats them in. Let me see what I got. Oh, Lightning Bolt. Perfect. I was going to use the Iganjo, but use what you got, right? Ka-chunk. And that should get me the on-hit ability. Otherwise, would have hit Kinnan, but I want to steal every damn day of my life. You haven't seen Heibai before? It is from the Jumpstart avatar. Yeah, the new shrines are really great in a shrine deck. I don't think that they're that good in limited, though. They're a little bit, like, restricted in their abilities. All right, so they got Yoshi Island Plaza this time. That's going to get them 2 basics and 2 more +1/+1 counters, I think. Oh no, just 1 more. Hi. Spells for Amy? Hello, yes, 1 Axabar, please. I would like to keep stealing. Thank you. I know what I'm about. Dark Ritual, World Weave, and Faburo. Dark Ritual guarantees the Grenzo. World Weave's just silly. Alright, I discard. So now I have the Bloodstained Mire. Good. They can activate Kinnan if they want. I don't know what Kinnan is in there, though. I guess there's a bunch of shrine creatures. And, like, if you have a high enough density of mana dorks, it's just a good card. Ooh, Enlightened Tutor. This lets them put any enchantment on top of their deck. You like that these two are pointing in opposite directions? He's like, ladies on the right, get some counters on the house. Ladies on the left, put cards in exile. Spirit Oasis. Draws them cards. I mean, that's not a creature, though. There are shrines that are creatures. That's just not one of them. I think they might have goofed that up. They might have thought it was just, like, non-human card. Ladies! Ooh, Goshintai of Ancient Ways. Do they have any mana left? Any target, right? Target player planeswalker. Okay, good news. They live! I don't have the one. Nice. Start ritualing first. Then Grenzo. Teehee. Oh, what if I was a shrine deck? I wouldn't be able to cast her for free. Beef them up. Oh, right. That doesn't tap for mana. I was like, why can't I cast the Kellen here? Amy, because that's not how that works. Ocean Type shared purpose is going to get them really wide. Chalk full. Oh, spirits. Aw, 420 graze it. Look at this little guy, though. I like that this person's playing with a bunch of the avatar cards. I'm ramping. Watch it. Watch me, Nene. Ooh, Lootmonger. So in end step, they're gonna get to deal a bunch of damage to my face. Also make like a billion little dudes. It said my name on the stack? What? Alright, Grenzo, what do you got for me? Oh, a puppy. Northern Air Temple. I mean, if I take these out of their deck, Sphere of Safety would also be annoying. Return under Amazonian's control. Yeah. On the, I know what you're saying there. I'm gonna go for the discard. Get that Inti trigger first. Which is as fun as I know my cards are. That's just not quite gonna do it. Okay, fine. I'm a shrine deck. An Axevar will be active this turn. I don't have a use for this mana. At least not yet, I don't. Yeah, alright. Zuko and Inti out for blood. I don't have anything to discard. You know every deck I play is secretly a crime deck. I played Azula as a crime deck. I play Zuko as a crime deck. At least I'm honest with myself. Yeah, I'd rather kill the Naturalist than Heibai since this has the enter the battlefield. Eventually those spirits will be a problem, but it's fine. They can't interact with the non-spirit world. Good thing there's no mana burn. I have some abilities I can sink this into, just not right here. Yeah, that's actually how I want it. Alright, what do we got? Ephemerate. Oh, Ephemerate's actually good for me. But it will not bounce. Do I just want to be straight up stealing it? Offer could be good. I'm choosing Ephemerate. I can cast it for free off Grenzo. and use it to blink Grenzo, that would reset his counters. Also, while my hand's empty, Lootmonger's actually probably just about as good to blink. Yurlok Firebending. What are you doing with that mana? You doing something with the... With that, you'd need the end step mana. Hee. I'm like, I don't really want to be a shrine deck. Ouchie. Okay. Fine, I'm a shrine deck. You want me to be a shrine deck so bad? I'll be a gosh darn shrine deck. Y'all seeing this? Zuko! Spirit Oasis! Gonna get rid of a shrine. That one. Get rid of that shrine. I'll attack with Inti. Discard. Can't cast that. That's fine. You hear hey bye triggers. We heist, I have nothing to discard. It's probably good for me to hold up this counter spell, since I can't play that right now, even though, yeah, I know. More shrines for the shrine god. I have a heist on their turn too. This is the heist for right now. Free counter spell. If they, by the way, use the halfling to cast a shrine, I can't counter it because they are legendaries. Alright, Hey Bye's just gonna hit a shrine. The shrine they got is Sanctum of Tranquil Light. That allows them to tap for 1 mana. They buff all their critters. White Lotus. Hideout. Greater Auramancy. Oh, gonna stop me from touching their enchantments. They're like, yeah, I don't care. Oh, wait. Can you pay the 5? Chat, they can't pay the 5. Oh my god, wait. Direfleet Daredevil. Alright, what's in their graveyard? Swords to Plowshares, Ephemerate, Dark Ritual. I don't think I have much for Tutor. Wait, I have the protection from green. If I put the protection from green... The sun is attacking. If I put the protection from green, only these things can block. Could be fun. Uh-oh, there's the Goshen Tie of Life's Origin. Yikes! Yeah, that's a very good card. It's okay, they'll never be able to attack me. Don't. Don't. I'm bigger than you. Don't. I'm bigger than you. Am I missing an activated ability here? I don't think so. I think they got excited. I understand. Okay, I got a free Faeburrow Elder. Land. Starfleet Daredevil. Maybe they thought they had fine. Oh, maybe they thought they were the other shrines. Because there are a bunch of shrine cards, sorry, spirit cards that can't be blocked by non-spirits. Those are the ones that Hey Bye makes. And now it's like, I have the removal. That's boring, but it works. I need to get rid of this. They could have exiled in response. Oh, no, they don't have mana. Yeah, I'm sorting the Goshen tie. Because I'm scared. There. And that triggers Axavar, so I get to heist again. Isn't this a great regular game of Magic the Gathering? One mana. Okay. If I attack with everything... Is it lethal? 1, 2, 3, 4 blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4... Yeah, I think we're good. I ain't doing the math. There's something going on in there. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars. Zuko did really well. This is actually a deck that took a lot of tweaking for me to get it where I wanted it, but as I played it, I discovered more and more synergies. I actually started with a deck that was a lot like a Prosper deck or maybe a Contorious deck, and then started finding cards like Emperor of Bones. Oh my god, this card is so sweet with Zuko. Of course, I had all the crime cards in here from the start, but like figuring out which ones I really wanted. Axavar was really nice. Cruel Claw and Flint were also really cool for casting from exile. And of course, the It's Ragavan but fairer Kamashal was a really cool way for me to use up that firebending mana. I think that this deck is really neat, and because it's so flexible, you can like take out cards like Wrench. You could even make this just straight up a blink deck. You could move this to be super aggro and lean more into +1/+1 counter synergy, or make it more big, expensive abilities that put lots of cards into exile, or ways to use up your firebending mana. I think that this is a good deck, and I will encourage you to try it, especially if you're looking for something from the new set. Also, it's a great excuse to run this art of Lightning Bolt, so you can, you know, just remember how fun your sister is. Hi, Azula. If you're looking for the deck list, it's in the description. And if you'd like to suggest another Avatar commander, please do. I would love to know what you'd like to see from the set, because otherwise I'm going to be building a lot of my favorite characters. So yeah, Zuko and Azula were first. I have a feeling Tooff's going to be up next. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a brawlful day.